All right, welcome to O.D.Y Picks. We're right here to make all the best picks for week number 3. So let's get started. Now, for the Thursday night game here, which I'm actually pretty excited about, we got the Miami Dolphins traveling on the road to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are 3-point favorites. And honestly, I'm taking the Jaguars. What is his name, man? I can't even think of his name, man. Gardner Minshew. There we go, Gardner Minshew, Jacksonville's quarterback. I believe in this kid. This kid is amazing. He's fun to watch. He got those Jaguar players operating on all cylinders. They are an exciting young team. So I'm definitely going to take the Jaguars. I think Miami's going to come out here and lose another game here. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I thought this would have been it. At least taking another step forward. All those free agencies, all these free agents that they signed, I mean, they're not looking too good right now. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's still so-so. We don't know. But I'm definitely going to take the Jaguars at home. There will be some fans there, so the fans definitely will be hyped. Now, we do have a total here at 47.5. I'm definitely going to go with the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points here because it seems as if Miami can't stop nobody. So I'm definitely taking the over. Next game here, we have the New York Jets traveling on the road to face the Indianapolis Colts here. Now, the Colts are 10-point favorites. That's the biggest spread of the week. 10 points. I mean, last week, honestly, I didn't really like what I saw from the Colts here. I mean, Phillip Rivers, he was struggling against the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, he still gave you turnovers here and there. I mean, yo, what happened to T.Y. Hilton? I mean, is he hurt? I don't know. Like what's going on with T.Y. Hilton? I mean, it's like they can't give this man the ball. I don't know what's going on. And like I said previously, Adam Gates, man, I think he's going to be the first head coach fired this year because this team is looking terrible. They look like the worst team in the league. I mean, this organization is very dysfunctional. Le'Veon Bell is hurt. Sam Darnold doesn't have anybody to throw the ball to. The defense can't stop nobody. I mean, this organization looks bad right now. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a New York Jet if I was a player. So I don't know. So in this case here, I don't like double-digit spreads, but I'm going to take the Colts here with the 10 because it's looking like the Jets have nothing to play for this early in the year, which is pretty sad if you think about it. Now, the total here is at 43.5. I'm taking the under here. Like I said, the Colts don't scare nobody. I mean, they're a defensive team, keep things low scoring. So I'm definitely going to go with the under here. Next game here, we got the Carolina Panthers on the road against the LA Chargers. Now, Carolina, they took a huge blow. Christian McCaffrey is out. I mean, he's their best offensive player. Teddy Bridgewater, you really think he could carry a team by himself? I don't know. Surprisingly, they kind of staged a comeback last week against Tampa Bay before, Tampa Bay broke out that big run with Leonard Fournette. So, Carolina was still in the game here. I mean, they were. Now, the Chargers looked very great with Justin Herbert. Now, it's going to be a surprise to see who's going to start. I mean, we all know what Anthony Lynch said. He said if Tyrod Taylor's healthy, he's going to be the starter. I think that's a promise that the organization made to him because, quite frankly, Herbert looked really, really good. He caused a spark in that Chargers team. They should have came out with the W, but they didn't. Now, the Chargers here are 7-point favorites. I'm definitely going to take the Chargers in this one because, like I said, I don't know who Carolina have on the offensive side of the ball. And I think the Chargers, if Herbert starts, I definitely think they're going to come out here firing on all cylinders. Even with Tyrod Taylor, they can win, but I don't think they're 7-point favorites. I don't know. That's kind of crazy thinking the rookie's better than Taylor, but who knows? I don't know. It's what I saw. So I'm definitely going to take the Chargers here with the 7 points. Now we have the total here at 44 points. I'm going with the under. I think this game is going to be a low-scoring game because the Chargers still do have a pretty good defense. So we're definitely taking the under. Next game here, we have the Detroit Lions traveling on the road to face the Arizona Cardinals here. Now, the Cardinals are 6-point favorites. Now, it's looking like everybody is being put on notice with the Arizona Cardinals, man. Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, man, these guys are great. These guys are exciting to watch. This is a very fun football team. Kyler Murray he's using his legs, he's running, he's throwing the ball. I mean, it's crazy what a difference make year 2 in the same system, especially in the time that's what's going on with no preseason. So this team is looking lights out. They're very high energetic. And we all know the Detroit Lions here, they can't stop nobody. I mean, You saw what Green Bay did to them last week. They put up 42 points. You saw what happened week number 1. They gave up a lead. Matthew Stafford threw a late interception. So it's looking like here, Matt Patricia's team, they're terrible again. And he probably going to get fired too. Adam Gase, and he's probably the next coach that's going to get fired this season. Probably during the season. So I'm definitely going to take the Cardinals here with the 6 points. And we have the total here at 54.5. I'm going to go with the under. Only reason why, because 54.5 is a lot of points. Yes, Detroit Lions, a lot of people could score on them, and Arizona is popping on all cylinders. But I still think that's too big of a spread for these two teams here. So I'm going to take the under. Next game here, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road to face the Denver Broncos. Now, the Buccaneers are 6.5 point favorites. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. At first, I did pick Tampa Bay, but I'm going to pick the Denver Broncos here, man. I still think that their defense is pretty legit. I mean, they could have won last week. They came close to being Pittsburgh with their second string quarterback. I mean, we all know Drew Lock's going to be out, I think they said 2 to 6 weeks, but I don't know, man. I mean, I think Denver's defense could keep them in the game. Now, Tampa Bay, we still know that they're still working. You know, it's a work in progress. They looked a little bit better last week, but we all know Tom Brady, when he travels to Denver, he has some problems, and he's still learning that offense. So I'm definitely going to take the Denver Broncos here as the underdogs at 6.5 points. Now, the total here is 44, and actually, I don't got nothing written down. I'm going to take the under here. Definitely not go with the under here. I guess I forgot to put something down there. But I'm going with the under. Next game here, we have the Dallas Cowboys on the road to face the Seattle Seahawks. Now, that was a thriller of a game by both teams. Seattle on Sunday night, you saw they won the game on the last play of the game, which is incredible. Russell Wilson is the man. Russell Wilson is amazing. I think he threw like 5 different touchdowns to 5 different receivers. This guy is crazy. This guy is sensational. The Dallas Cowboys, we all saw what happened last week. I mean, it's like a 3 or 7% chance to get an onside kick, and they got the onside kick. It was pretty incredible. They had no business winning that game. I mean, Dak Prescott ran for touchdowns, he threw for touchdowns. But in all honesty, do you really like what you see out of the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, these are back-to-back weeks where they don't look too good. I mean, they could have easily been 0-2. And that's why I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks here with the 5 points here. I think Seattle is a much better team. Obviously, they're at home. Russell Wilson is a much better quarterback than Dak Prescott. So I'm definitely going to take the Seattle Seahawks here. Now, they do have the total here at 55.5. I'm going to go with the over. It seems as if Dallas cannot stop anybody, and it seems as if Russell Wilson can throw touchdowns to anybody. So I'm going with the over. Now, the Sunday night game here, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling on the road to face the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Saints are 3.5 point favorites, and they just lost last night against the Raiders. And guess who I'm picking? I'm picking the Green Bay Packers with the plus 3.5. They put on a clinic against the Detroit Lions. They racked up 42 points. The Saints seem as if they really, I mean, the Saints defense is still pretty good, but I mean, you allow the Raiders to score like 30-something points on them. Yes, granted, the Raiders were at home, but Green Bay's offense is sensational as of right now. So I'm definitely going to take the Green Bay Packers here with the points. And we have a total here at 51.5. I'm going with the over here. I'm definitely going to take the over here. I think there's going to be a high-scoring game here. And, yeah, I think Green Bay is going to come out on top. Now, the last game of this video, we have Monday night, which I think this is probably going to be the most anticipated game of the week. We have the Kansas City Chiefs traveling on the road to face the Baltimore Ravens here. Now, the Ravens are 3.5 point favorites. I mean, yo, the Ravens look amazing. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, still looking like an MVP. I mean, this guy looks sensational. He's throwing it to everybody. He's running the ball. Defense is stopping people. Kansas City, they looked kind of crappy last week, but I'm going to just put that up as a divisional game. You know, it's the NFL. Anything can happen on any given Sunday. So I'm going to just sit here and say, you know, the Chargers got a good defense. And, you know, Kansas City always seems as if they kind of struggle a little bit on the road against the Chargers. But in this one here, I got to take the Chiefs, man. I mean, both teams are great. These are the Super Bowl champs. And if I could get a great team with some points, I'm going to lean in and I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs here with the 3.5 points. Now, we do have a total here, 53. I'm going to go with the over. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be high scoring. I don't think any defense is going to show up. I think they're going to be scoring a lot of points. So I'm definitely going to take the over. And those are all my picks for week number 3. Let's win some money. Like and subscribe. Let's do it.